First Encounter Assault Recon is a first-person shooter horror that was originally released in 2005 for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC. It was also added to the backward compatibility list for Xbox One and Xbox Series S/X. It is the first game in the F.E.A.R series. The story revolves around a fictional U.S. Army squad, F.E.A.R, the First Encounter Assault Recon, who specialize in dealing with the supernatural. You play as the point man and go to investigate the company Armacham after a powerful psychic operative of theirs named Paxton Fettel goes rogue. The company was attempting to create an army of clone super soldiers that could be telepathically controlled by Fettel called replicas. You can see where the problem is. While tracking down Fettel and fighting off the replicas, you learn more about the background of the company and its experiments. A specter of a mysterious young girl in a red dress and long black hair, Alma, shows up every so often and is somehow related to everything. This was a typical first-person shooter, but the horror elements made it stand out. It has very similar vibes to Half-Life, Condemned Criminal Origins, and Dead Space, especially in level design, but you don't know what could be lying in wait for you. There are many creepy occurrences that happen, and it's hard to tell what is real and what isn't. Alma likes popping out of nowhere and running or crawling towards you, and it is legitimately terrifying. I was nervous to go through a lot of areas because I didn't know what I would stumble across and did jump a few times. Forewarning, your flashlight has a limited time span and the battery drains quickly, leaving you stranded in the darkness a lot. It has standard gameplay. You have guns and grenades, you heal with health packs, and you can upgrade your health by finding items, but there is an ability called Reflex Time that stands out. You can activate this and slow down time, but be a bit faster than your enemies. This is useful for when you're overwhelmed and need to take them out quickly and without dying. For the most part, you're completely alone. There are a few other NPCs, but they either don't go with you or end up getting killed. It feels very lonely and eerie. The enemies are very intelligent. They notice if you use your flashlight, can regroup to attack you, and can mess you up good. You won't be able to run in guns blazing. You will need to be tactful and cautious, especially when you're in a huge area and a ton of replicas come at you. The level designs aren't very unique. Like I said earlier, you'll get a lot of Half-Life vibes. I had some issues with getting lost and not knowing where to go, but that's normal for me, so I'm not sure if that affected many other people. There aren't many unique enemies, and the ones that show up the most are the replicas. The ones that freaked me out the most were the ones that could turn invisible, or whenever Alma decided to walk towards me and I didn't know if she was going to kill me or not. The voice acting was not good, and the story was interesting but not very strong. You mostly learned about it through phone messages or laptops that were scattered around the areas. There was a ton of potential, and they did expand on it with the sequential games. There were 2 expansions released, Extraction Point and Perseus Mandate, but they are non-canon now due to the official sequel F.E.A.R 2 Project Origin continuing a different path. They will do a review on the expansion separately. Despite being pretty aged and not looking as good as it did when it first came out, it's definitely a must-play for horror fans. The creepy atmosphere adds a lot to it. It's not very long. I finished it in about 8 hours, but it is very fun. I hope they do a remaster or remake of it eventually. It's part of a package deal on Steam that has every F.E.A.R game and DLC, so there's no reason not to get it. Word of warning though, the Steam version doesn't have achievements/trophies, and there is a common issue of the game not launching when you start it. That happened to me. There are fixes for this on forums, but yeah, that's a thing. Thank you for watching the video. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more content. Thank you to my patrons on Patreon for patronizing me. That sounded bad. I have Redbubble and a Kickstarter that is over, and I have, okay, damn it, why did I say that? I have stuff that you can go check out. Thank you for watching.